Okay, today we're going to be talking about Southampton versus West Ham at St Mary's. It's a big game for Ralph. Obviously, all these fucking reports, rumours and whatnot about him being basically sacked if Southampton don't win against West Ham, or maybe if they don't win against their next opponent either. So it's a big week for Ralph, and we'll see if he can produce something with these players. We haven't been awful this season. I think we have improved in some aspects. Defensively, we've been better. Still, there's sort of slight errors and mistakes that lose us games. But overall, I think we are better. It's just a matter of really figuring out who and where to play them, really. Because I think there's some issues, basically. I think if Levy was fit, I think it's a different landscape of our form. I think him and Ward-Prowse work very well together in a two. And then if you add a third in, Diallo would easily be able to fit in there. I think Lavia, very good defensively, very good at bringing the ball out from the defensive third and into the attacking third. And I think that's what we're lacking without him. I think Ward-Prowse, he can do the job defensively, but I think he's a better box-to-box midfielder and not having to defend as much. And I think Lavia is a lot better as the deep playmaking player. Spread balls wide if needed, bring it out from the back. And I think we've missed him. I think Diallo's not good enough. As a squad rotation player, he's fine. But in terms of starting, holding midfield, I don't think Ward-Prowse trusts him, and I don't blame him for that. And obviously, Ainsley Maitland-Niles hasn't really made a good impression so far, but maybe if Lavia was that holding midfielder, then they would be able to play a bit better. Other than that, obviously, Bella-Kopchap, Salazu, fine. I think our back four is really pretty good. Walker-Peters is fine. Perot's fine. It's really the attack. Very wasteful, I'd say. Chatham's, he's very inconsistent. He'll decide to score a double or 3 or 4 in a couple games and then miss sitters, especially against Wolves, for example. Adam Armstrong, again, he's okay, but still just inconsistent. He might have a game where he scores. He might have a game where he does fucking nothing. Ginepo useless. Elanusi useless. Stuart Armstrong has been out of form. He doesn't look very on it, to be honest. Whether that's issues behind the scenes or whatnot, we don't know, because I'm surprised he didn't really start the season, but I'm understanding why he's not really playing very well. Rebo's being very good. Obviously, his positioning, we don't really know where to put him because we're not 100% sure on the system we want to play, which is an issue, but again, we're trying. All right, we're trying to change things up. West Ham on the other thing, they've started to pick up form. They had a slow start. We had a decent start. They had a slow start, and they've picked up. They've got a few wins under their belt. Obviously, in Europe, they're doing fine as well. So they're probably going to be favourites for this game, and quite comfortable favourites, really. Obviously, player for player, I'd say West Ham probably 90% has a better team, except for some exceptions. But I think Moyes, he's got a team playing the way he wants to play, and I think West Ham are a good side, really. I'm surprised they had a slower start, but obviously with Europe, it is a big commitment to balance all that. So, yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, we've lost 4 in a row. City game doesn't really matter, but the 3 games previous were very winnable games. I'm a little bit concerned about our form, but at the end of the day, this and the next game are really the games where it's like the make or break, really. If we lose both, and maybe we lose both, play poorly, or give up shit goals or miss sitters and stuff like that, then I think the jury will be out for Ralph. And obviously, I'm not 100% behind that. I understand if he was to get sacked, if we did lose these 2 games. But again, it's like, I'm very much, if you're going to sack him, you need a replacement ready. You can't just go, we sack him now, where's the next guy? Who's steadying the ship? We need to bring in someone instantly and be ready for him to bring in and make sure he is the right guy. Obviously, there's heaps of rumours, reports and whatnot about managers and all this sort of shit. But I think at the moment, we're just going to focus on the West Ham game and hopefully bring back 3 points. Well, not bring back because we're at home, but you know what I mean. But other than that, I'm not exactly confident. Obviously, there's heaps of shit going on at the moment with Shields. I think he's agreed to go to Chelsea now. Obviously, yesterday, it was all like, what the fuck's going on? And obviously, that's a whole fucking mess, isn't it? Because obviously, January's coming up. We know what we need. We need a striker, need probably a midfielder. And our head of recruitment's gone, I'm just going to fuck off after 3 months, which is not helpful for the whole situation of the club. So And again, I'll address this again, fans, right? I say it every fucking week, fans are stupid, right? Fine. But at the end of the day, the fans are acting as if this is the club's fault, and it's not. It's not. When it comes to coaches and staff and all that sort of shit, you don't have control. If a team wants your manager, it's up to him. It is literally up to him if he wants to go or not. It's not up to the club. It's not like a player. They can't come for a player and you be like, no, we're not selling him, he's too important. It's different. It is completely different for staff. So if Shields goes, Chelsea coming in, I want to go to Chelsea. There's nothing the club can do otherwise than go up to him like, please stay. That's all we can do. So it's not the club's fault. I'm pretty sure Shields is professionally questionable after the rumours of, I don't know if it's true or not, obviously, because I haven't really looked in it too deeply, but obviously the reports that he went, oh, I'm going to leak this or leak that or whatever. So it's not a good look. Obviously now we have to find someone else to add to the project, which has already begun. And all this bullshit like fans saying, oh, he definitely left because he doesn't agree with Ralph and stuff. Just shut up, please. All you're doing is trying to make a divide in the fans and in the club, and it's just stupid. You're ruining everything by just being fucking brain dead. Why would that matter? That wouldn't matter. If he was so adamant that he hated Ralph, at the end of the day, Ralph's not fucking, he's not smooth sailing. He's not going to lose 5 games in a row and be like, yeah, boys, I'm not in trouble at all. He's obviously going to get the sack if he's not performing well. And he's been there 3 months, and there's been no rumours, no reports before today or yesterday about any issues between Ralph and Shields. So that's bullshit. So I'm kind of over fans just reacting to things and trying to make the worst out of it, or try to push their agenda. We want Ralph out. It must be Ralph's fault that Shields leaves. It's not, believe it or not. But yeah, so just thought I'd address that before we finish this video. Prediction for the game, I'm going to go for 2-1 West Ham. I'm not feeling confident. Hopefully we can get a goal. We've been pretty lacking. I don't think we scored, actually. Fuck, we haven't scored for 4 games, have we? Oh, no, we scored against Everton and then, lost the game straight away. Goal scoring wise, poor. I think West Ham have a lot of strong attackers and we're going to struggle with that. I don't think Lavia's fit, which is obviously not helpful. I'm guessing we'll play probably the same sort of team we played last time. Maybe Mara wouldn't start. But at the end of the day, I can't really see us winning. We're just not good at the moment. In terms of performances, yes, we can turn up. Yes, we can play. But in terms of just grinding a result, if we don't turn up, basically it feels like we have to turn up to get a result. And that's not us. We are not consistent enough to be able to do that. And I feel like we need to get results when we're not playing the best. And we're not doing that. Even just draws, we can't do that. Like against Everton, for example, we should have got a point, but we just threw it away. Absolutely threw it away. We had a first half where Everton were much better than us. Came on the second, scored early, and then give it away within 5 minutes. And that's the issue. We need to be able to see out results, even if it's a point, even if it's, for a win. We need to be able to see results, but we're not doing that. And obviously that comes down to individuals as well, not just Ralph. Everyone thinks a loss is all Ralph's fault when, players miss sitters or defensive errors. It's not always his fault. Players have to take responsibility as well, and at the end of the day, we just need to be better. It'll be interesting to see what happens. I'm expecting, again, as I said, a pretty similar lineup to what happened last time. Yeah, we just got to back the team. We just got to back the team. At the end of the day, if you want Ralph in, Ralph out, fucking whatever you want, you got to back the team at the end of the day. Because at the end of the day, you're not going to want us to lose so Ralph gets sacked. You want us to win. You want us to always win. And if you do want us to lose to get Ralph sacked, then you're not a fan. You're an idiot. You can never want your team to lose. That makes no sense. Genuinely makes no sense. So I don't want to hear people crying. It's all about backing the team, backing the boys, and try and get a win. But with that being said, I'll obviously be live with the watch along. I think it's on a Sunday, so yeah, it'll be a different day for me. But I'll be live, 5-10 minutes before the game, whatnot. And obviously there's FIFA career modes on this channel if you want to check those out. Go for it really. It's about Southampton, obviously. And yeah, so like, subscribe if you enjoyed, and I'll see you for the watch along on Sunday.